I'm looking at Ford, stock down 1.6%. Your take on the price cuts?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, our colleague Dana Holt wrote the other day, right, is this the start of the first EV price war with Tesla going first? I think there's mixed opinion on this, right? We write that this is Ford responding directly to Tesla, from a demand perspective. But if you look at where they cut price, Rizka was talking about an average $4,500 cut. That actually on the base model, it's a $900 cut. On the most expensive GT model, it's a $5,900 cut. Why is that important? Because it brings those more expensive models in line with eligibility for the IRA 7,500 tax incentive, right? So it's both sides, response to Tesla, but I also think Ford says we need to make these vehicles eligible for that broader federal discount.
Yeah, good news for EV buyers out there, particularly stateside. What does it mean for margins, though, Ed? They're presumably comfortable with thinner margins to get that market share.
Yeah, I remember being in Los Angeles 2019 with Jim Hackett, the former CEO, when the Mach-E was unveiled, and he said on camera, you can go back and look at it, this will be profitable from car or unit number one. Of course, it wasn't. And part of that has been low volumes, right? 2023 is really the year that the Mach-E is going to ramp up its production to the tune of many more tens of thousands of units. That should aid that profitability profile. But again, this is a company transitioning from combustion engine to EV, not a pure play name, and they're still working out the economics.
I love that you brought up the Inflation Reduction Act, because it's like maybe it actually is an Inflation Reduction Act because like they have to lower their prices to qualify. If they have to do it, and that's more of the reason, are there other auto companies, EV companies that have to do it at the same time?
Well, that's what I mean about referencing Dana Holt's price war column, because, the next domino to fall, so to speak, I assume is General Motors. What are they going to do in response to their crosstown neighbor Ford and Tesla? But maybe they don't. I think the issue is still one of demand, right? And Ford and General Motors are supply constrained. In other words, they're building so few units that the demand for their specific products outweighs their ability to supply right now. For Tesla, that wasn't necessarily the case, but that's what we're waiting on, Alex.